another beautiful day up on the mountain. Actually, it's not. It's pouring rain and 30 degrees. I'm actually super surprised that my guys even showed up today. They probably thought I was joking, but it's supposed to let up. So we're gonna do a bunch of siding and have a great time. So we were saving this side that's underneath the deck, that's underneath the roof to work on this morning. And we even stacked a bunch of stuff down here where it's dry so we could cut inside. So all in all, we could have had a day off, but we planned ahead too well. That's a real shame.
Day off would have been nice.
Dang it! Yeah.
I know yesterday was a rough day because we were doing siding and everyone needed a caulk gun, but I only had one.
That didn't work.
And the one I had didn't work. So I went shopping this morning, okay? Now, you know, don't get too excited, but you know, you get a caulk gun. You get a brand new caulk gun. You get a brand new caulk gun. You get a brand new caulk gun.
Hey,
Yeah.
doesn't he know I don't caulk? What am I gonna do with this?
You're gonna become a caulker now. Doesn't keep going.
Where'd
I
that
came with
balloon
the
go?
caulk
That was
buddy,
his,
too.
You know, where it got put yesterday?
Dude, my caulk buddy's got a reset button on it. I guess when you mess up, you just do. I'll be using that a lot.
Yeah.
Reset. Reset.
I love it.
That's serious.
Oh yeah.
We're getting going here on the bottom row below the deck. And these are some boards that we had from our last job that we painted white because they were painted dark gray. And so we're gonna start going up. If you're wondering, this is LP Smart Side. There's a lot of ways you could do this, but I like to actually hold the piece of siding up against whatever we're notching. Ooh, it's wet. Whatever we're notching around, holding the gaps on the ends the way we want it, and then I just give myself an 1/8 and an 1/8. And that way I know it's gonna fit first shot, hopefully. Here's that board cut and installed. You can see there's a little gap, and that's good, so the sealant has somewhere to actually go in. You don't want the sealant just on the surface of that. It won't work as well. So I cut Jamie off yesterday while he was explaining the details of the counter flashing for the roof. So for those of you that really want to know what's going to happen, here it is. He made a drawing.
I made a drawing at home. And what this flashing, the reason this is so important, it allows us to put all the siding and paint the siding on these walls that have a roof below them. So we can stand on this, the sheathing, okay, and do all of our work. If we spill paint, it doesn't matter, and we're not scuffing up finished metal. And also we can even like screw boards to the roof to make like scaffolds and things. So it's very important.
And I will put that image on the screen for everybody to look at for a few seconds here.
Yes,
Check it out. Here's what we have to do.
great.
Speed things up when I'm doing short offcuts, what I'll do is mark both sides of one board on opposing edges of the board. I'll cut the first cut and then I'll flip the board, cut the other cut, and this is faster than just cutting off of one end of the board, making one cut, marking, making one cut. Here's a couple of these guys. You need a hand?
No, I think I can handle them. I need 1, 2, 3, 4 of them.
Okay, same.
Yeah, just make each one a little bit bigger each time.
Where's Arlo?
I don't know. He was the one that decided to work today.
That's what I
He
thought.
said, let's work on the deck. It'll be nice. We'll get that whole siding knocked out.
And then he's not here.
Thanks, bud.
Yeah, super smart.
Appreciate it. Zip tape.
I think that'll hold it.
You think?
You ever notice Jason like jokes around so much that when he's going to say something for real, he actually has to precursor that statement with on a serious note.
You never know when he's serious or not.
Well, that's how you know.
Yeah.
He'll actually say on a serious note, and then you know he's going to say something that's not a joke. That's the only way I know.
Sorry about that.
guns are muddy. We're wet, but we've got a highway set up to get up to the top at least before we call it.
Yep. Gotta top it out.
Some of the saws we're using have a blade mounted to the right side of the motor. Some have a blade mounted to the left side of the motor. And I think it's really personal preference which one you like. I like the blade on the right, and that will make the cutoff go to the right, and the wider side of the base on the left. That's just what I prefer. Jono, this is his saw, and he very much prefers the left blade. In fact, he despises cutting with my saw, and I kind of despise cutting with his saw. And it's just what you grew up using, I think, is what it really boils down to. For doing a cutoff like this at the right side of a board, you can see that the wider part of the base plate stays on the main piece of the board, but you do have to look over the saw to see where the blade's gonna contact your line. Whereas with this left blade setup, your blade is right here where you can see easy, but the main part of the base of the saw would be on the actual cutoff piece that's gonna fall. So, like I said, it's just preference. They both work. There's nothing wrong with either one of them. It is worth mentioning, though, that there is two different ways they can be set up. This is kind of a crazy attachment I have for my saw called the skate plate. And it has little wheels on it and actually mounts to the base of your saw. And it's got a rip guide with wheels on it. And I did a little review of this thing, and I was like not super impressed. But to be honest, I've used this thing a lot on this job because we don't have a table saw, because we don't want to load it up every day and stuff has gotten stolen. So that's been our table saw, and I can tell you after using it quite a bit here, if you don't have a table saw, it's actually pretty nice. Right now the guys are tucking this flashing, I guess a Z-flash you call it, under our deck band, and if you remember, we actually cut a little rabbet out of the back of that deck band so that would fit in there now, and we will lap our siding up under that so that water stays on the outside of the siding as it rolls over the deck band and on down. It's good. Today's truck tour segment, we're going to look under Jamie's passenger seat. There's always fun stuff from my experience.
It's kind of like that show called What's in the Barn. Here we go.
Stapler.
Whacker stapler.
Okay.
Handy. Plumb bob.
Plumb bob.
Love that.
Technology.
Let's see. This is going to be a surprise for me, too.
Yeah.
Ooh, brand new saw blade. Better hide that. The guys will try to take it. Staple. Let's go with the stapler. Pry bar. Now, we did not put this stuff in here for the show.
No, this is really what's under here.
This is really what's under here. Ooh, different style stapler.
Okay.
Sometimes that's handy. I'm just gonna reach in there. Ooh, another one. Love that. You always need a spare, you know? Oh, look at that. Another one of those. Double or nothing. Nice pencil here. Little Trex pencil. Paintbrush cover.
Okay.
Love that. Oh, I'm digging deep. Wow, that might be it. That's it for the passenger seat. Oh, extra hook. Extra hook, that's for a nail gun. I might be able to, look at that. I bet I could tape that on the side of my...
That would be nice, actually. Yep.
That could be handy.
That should happen.
All right, there you go.
Right, thanks for the under the seat truck tour segment.
There you have it.
We'll do another segment about maybe what's kind of back here.
Yep.
Next time.
Somebody asked, what's in my truck? How do I organize? And another person commented saying, he basically just throws all his junk in there at the end of the day. And I commented back, that is correct. Well, it's not 5 o'clock yet, but we are going to call it a day. We are soaking wet and freezing, and we got a lot done. We got this whole side sided below the deck, caulked in, ready for paint. Thank you, as always, for building with us today. We'll see you next time.
I'm not really freezing at all. I mean, except for like my fingers and my toes, my butt, my legs, my chest, my face.
Yeah.
Besides that, I'm good.
Why does yours got positive traction?
4-wheel drive. See you tomorrow.